right now.
I want to gamble.
I never want to hear those words out of your mouth again.
Gambling is not your problem.
Has anybody ever told you before you're bad luck?
Most gamblers, when they go to gamble, they go to win.
Those were my mother's dying words.
When we go to gamble, we go to lose. Show me the money.
Let's get out of here, man.
Show you the money.
Honestly, let's just go. Let's go to Vegas.
Jerry, I want you to say what you would mean it, brother. Show me the money!
It's the Sports Memory Vegas pregame show.
All right, gentlemen, welcome to COVID-19 week of the NFL season.
No shit.
I know, just like me, you guys are kind of bummed out this week, man. We're missing the Steelers Thursday, missing them today. Makes me want to not even really drink today, but I'm sure that's unavoidable.
It's still early, man. It's still early.
Still early. So let's just talk real quick about some interesting plays in one of the games that's going to be severely impacted by this epidemic is the Saints-Broncos game. I know that the Broncos just tried to get one of their assistant coaches in to start today, and the NFL denied it. How awesome. Saints are 15.5-point favorites, which actually still might be pretty low. But I think the number that's very interesting here is over under 36. I feel like I have to hit the over. There's nothing that shouldn't be a weather thing, but this could very well be a 31-0 game.
I didn't look it up. Do you think this is the lowest over under ever?
It's close. It's very close. I think
I've never seen an over under like this. I know you both like the over 36. I'm taking under 36. Simply because I don't know how Denver scores. The Saints have one of the best rush defenses, and you got to imagine they're not going to let Kendall Hinton throw the ball any more than 5 to 7 yards, right? So a lot of slants, a lot of screens, and the Saints front seven is just going to feast. I'm taking Denver. I'm taking Saints 15.5 and the under in that game.
Now, JC, what do you know about Kendall Hinton?
Well, he's from Wake Forest, and I talked about it earlier today. That he kind of struggled to play quarterback there, but he is dynamic. He's a fast guy. I think this game is going to be leading itself to just a lot of rushing in general. Denver's rush defense is terrible, so it's a decent slate for Taysom Hill as well. But Hinton in like sleeper and Yahoo, he's listed as a wide receiver, so he's kind of a free play to throw out there. If you're like have guys like T. Higgins or something like that you wanted to play at wide receiver, but they're hurting from their quarterback, love throwing Hinton in there as a wide receiver. It could be a nice cheat code for you this week.
Is Melvin Gordon a bench in this situation, or do you think he's a play because of how many touches he's going to get?
It kind of depends. They talked about I don't know. I don't
Royce Freeman?
Really anybody. So they talked about Royce Freeman playing quarterback, but also they talked about Philip Lindsay running the Wildcat. I don't really love anyone playing in this game. I just like Kendall Hinton because he can throw in that wide receiver slot in some leagues.
Yep.
Well, get ready for the wing tee. A lot of speed options and some trickery coming. Let's talk about
so many reverses.
Yeah, let's talk about a real good football game here. Probably has to be the game of the week, right? Chiefs minus 3.5 at Tampa Bay, who is struggling a little bit. Over under 56. Big bounce back game here for the Bucs. Mahomes and the team's looking good, but guys, I have to take the Bucs here at home to cover 3.5. I think it's a pretty good play.
Yeah, 3.5 is a good line, but if there's a bet here, I'm taking the under. 56.5 is a ton of points, and both of these teams have really good defenses. So it definitely is the game of the week. I'm staying away from the line and taking the under in this game.
Is there going to be any good values here as far as DFS goes?
Yeah, so I kind of like the Chiefs here. I think they're going to go up big. Patrick Mahomes isn't too pricey, right around 8,000, and then I like Tyreek Hill. I think the Cheetah eats this week. Who's that corner that they were just crushing last week? Second corner for Tampa Bay.
I couldn't even tell you. I couldn't tell you.
That's how bad he is. We don't even know his name.
Yeah. I think they line up Tyreek Hill on him a lot. I think it crushes. They were talking about in the pregame on Thanksgiving. The only quarterback that's really destroyed Tampa Bay was Justin Herbert. I think Patrick Mahomes goes off this week. I don't like Tampa Bay at all.
I'm actually leaning. I love the over here. I think there's going to be a lot of.
Wow.
It's got it has to be the over. Tampa Bay's defense has been struggling, and they haven't been as historically good as they were, quote, 4 weeks ago. Still going to be the best game to watch. One game I'm super interested in today, though, and I do love it. Love the under here. It's going to be Titans at Indy. Indy is a 3-point favorite at home, which generally means they're split on who they think is going to win. Over under 51. These teams played tight. I think their Thursday night game was like 41 or 42 points. But I think that's going to be one of my favorite plays of the day. 51.5 actually is what it is.
Ding, ding, ding. That is my upset special. I like Tennessee to get it done today. No Jonathan Taylor, no DeForest Buckner, no Daniil Autry. Colts are banged up from COVID-19, and I think Tennessee takes advantage of it. And we see an upset in Indianapolis today.
Is Derrick Henry going to go off today or what?
Yeah, you got to love it with DeForest Buckner being out. Derrick Henry, the slate's kind of messed up because Dalvin Cook's the only running back that's priced super high, so it leaves a nice little gap in there for Derrick Henry to play. I do like Michael Pittman this week as well, but I think the Titans' defense is a really sneaky play, a super good value down there. I think Phillip Rivers throws some interceptions today for sure.
He's usually good for at least one and maybe even a pick six. I was really hoping you were going to say T.Y. Hilton's finally going to have his breakout game of the year because he's been my heartbreak.
Yeah, if you're looking for some props in this game, I love Phillip Rivers at over 0.5 interceptions at negative 129. I like that as a prop. And I also like Derrick Henry over under 85.5 yards. I like him going over 86 for two props in that game.
Who's your lock of the week, Brandon?
Ooh, my lock of the week is actually in a pretty important game as far as the AFC standings. It's Miami and New York. I have that over 45. The Jets are without their top three corners, and Fitzmagic is coming into the game. And Darnold's back. So Jets defense is bad. Darnold is back. Fitzpatrick is in. And there's going to be a lot of passing. The Dolphins are without Gaskin. They're without Ahmed. They're pretty banged up in the running back, so I think they're going to be slinging the ball all over the place. And 45 points just isn't enough for how bad the Jets defense is.
So, it's funny. We're kind of on the same page there. That is in my lock of the week. Miami -7. I'm going to buy them to 6.5 just because I hate the chance of pushing. Dude, what a letdown Miami had last week. I believe in Brian Flores. That team is going to come out. I think they're going to hammer the Jets. And since that's going to be in my parlay, here's your 3-team parlay that is going to be a good moneymaker. It's going to include Miami. It's going to include the Rams -6 at home. I know that they're just too good. Niners are just too banged up. Yep. And another one I'm going to buy the 0.5 point on is going to be the Raiders. And I love me some Raiders.
You do love the Raiders.
Atlanta's going to be missing Julio, and I'm kind of torn on the over/under, but Raiders win this game, make another statement, keep everything interesting over there in the West. Raiders, Dolphins, and Rams all to cover. There's your 3-team winner.
Yeah. I want to stick with the Miami game real quick, and with the Jets corners being out. I think Devontae Parker eats today. His over/under is 59.5 receiving yards. I think he surpasses that. Are there any players that you like in Dolphins Jets game, JC?
Yeah, I do like Devontae Parker. He's at 5,900. Fitzpatrick's just good for fantasy points. He's going to throw a lot. He's going to be a bit more accurate. So I like that a lot. Jakeem Grant's one of those guys that has big playability. So if you want to throw a dart out there, I like that. But I think like Jamison Crowder on the other side of things, I think Darnold's going to throw a lot. I think this game is going to be competitive. So I do like the over. I think points are going to be put up. So I think this is a sneaky good fantasy value game and matchup.
Yep,
well,
I agree.
I'm being forced to stream Frank Gore thanks to Connor's late COVID mess. So let my guy go in there for 50 and a touchdown, and I will be happy. Last 3 games, it's just Raiders, Falcons over under 53.5. You guys know where I'm leaning with this one.
Yeah. Another over I like is in the Arizona New England game. That over under is only at 49.5 points. The New England has a bad defense, and Arizona is susceptible to big plays. So I like that. I would put that over under at probably 52, 53. So I think at 49.5, that's a steal Is there anybody, JC, you like in the Arizona New England game?
Interesting that you asked. I did want to comment on that. So what New England does from a defensive perspective for the last 20 years, they take away their best option. They make you beat them in some other way. Yeah, they're not as good this year, but I still think that means it's going to be a down week for DeAndre Hopkins in terms of overall peak production. I think it's a good Christian Kirk week this week, especially with Larry Fitzgerald out as well. I think he is a very sneaky play this week.
Yep. I agree with that.
I think a game I'm actually very interested to watch is going to be Chargers-Bills. Chargers are 4-point dogs against the Bills. Another potentially a shootout. I don't know the weather in Buffalo, but assuming that it's good enough, I think over is here, over 52. But the Chargers are exciting. I know we got some players coming back. Eckler's back. What does that mean from a fantasy perspective? Is he worth restarting?
So they're saying Eckler isn't going to get like a full workload. I imagine it's going to be kind of on game pace. So it's going to be a competitive game. I like Eckler this week. It's 6,100. He's more of a tournament play for me. I think people are going to shy away from playing him a lot in cash games. So I'll probably roll him out there in 1 or 2 lineups. But yeah, I do think this is going to be a shootout. I'm playing some Josh Allen, and I like Gabriel Davis as well. John Brown is out this week. Gabriel Davis about 3,000. Whenever he steps in for John Brown, typically has a touchdown, has good production. I like him a lot.
Now, there comes a point in time where we have to blow a rookie, right? Jalen Hurts is finally getting some first-team reps because Carson Wentz has been god-awful.
Horrible.
Obviously, you never know how that's going to impact the game, but let's just assume Jalen Hurts does come in and make some noise. It's got to be a blowout, right?
Dude, the Ravens are missing so many players. I mean, Judon is gone. They just lost Andrews. Calais Campbell is gone. Yeah, it sucks that Connor is out, but I don't see a way this Baltimore defense slows down Pittsburgh at all. I like the over in this game considerably. The line, 10 points is a lot of points, especially for a divisional rival game. So I'm staying away from the points, but I do think there's a lot of points scored in this game.
Yeah, historically, if anything's over 3 or 3.5, you take the dog. But this should be fun. All right, gentlemen, any last thoughts here on where to make some money today?
Yeah, just one last play. It wouldn't be the sports memery if we didn't talk about Mike Glennon, right? Gotta talk some Mike Glennon. Marcus and I, we saw Jacksonville live in person last week, and we got to see how bad they are. So I like the Cleveland giving 7 in that game, and then Cincinnati's awful. So I also like the Giants getting 6 points because for some reason I have a crush on the New York Giants. It's unexplainable.
It's just got to be the blue. All right, JC, give us one must absolute start daily fantasy today.
Well, you just talked about the Giants. In like all of my weeks that have been my best lineup, Wayne Gallman's been in there. I think Wayne Gallman's an absolute smash play this week. I love him. He's at 5,000. He's in pretty much all of my lineups. I do have a question for you guys. Arizona Cardinals are only -1.5 going into New England. Is that not a smash play, or am I crazy to think that?
They've been inconsistent. I'm definitely going to be running some of my bigger parlays with them. Sometimes shit just gets weird in New England. I generally just try not to bet near them because no matter what, they always fuck me. But I have a crush on Kyler Murray. I'm up against him in daily or in our league, so I need him to struggle a little bit. Hopefully it'll be a low scoring ground game, but Cardinals should obviously pull this one out.
Yeah, I'm with Marcus, man. I just don't know what to make of New England. Like, are they good? Are they bad? Like, it's in New England. There's just too many unknown factors there. You brought up a great point about what the Patriots' philosophy is there. You're right. I mean, it on paper is like, oh yeah, Arizona is by far the superior team. But I'm staying away from that game because I just have no idea what's going on.
Fair enough. Well, gentlemen, everyone, good luck today. Let's win some cash.
Go win some money, boys.
Yeah.